So we're here at Contract 1 of the Connecticut Busway at the New Britain end, and the project started back in June of 2012. Contract 1 of the Connecticut Busway, it runs from here, New Britain, up to Hartford, Contract 5, which Manafort Brothers is also doing. And Contract 1 entails a new station area all the way out to a new bridge over Route 9 and Route 72 and the various exit ramps associated with that. It also includes a new off-ramp off of 72 into the station area and up to Route 71. This takes us to today, where we're placing the first placement on the bridge over Route 9 and Route 72. From abutment 1 out to Pier 1, which takes us over where 72 intersects Route 9. So we're pouring deck over live traffic right now. And this is number 1 of 9 concrete placements associated with the bridge. First thing we did is up at the station end. It was a couple different properties, I think grocery store, industrial, you name it was up there. So it involved the clearing of the original driveways, any vegetation and whatnot, and cutting back for the retaining wall. So a lot of that happened before we actually made it out to the bridge. That was last summer working up there. And then we started demolition on the bridge. Minor things came down throughout the summer, walkways and this and that, but the actual beams started coming down back in September. The beams came down, and then we started bringing back the concrete. We had to take out the old foundations, took a lot of demolition of the abutments and the piers off of the highway, and then we had to place all the gravel, the base, and then pour all the concrete for the piers to accommodate the steel. What we're doing today is the first concrete placement. The bridge is split up into 9 placements. What we're doing is starting placement number 1, which is about 160, 170 yards, and we're pouring from abutment 1 out towards pier number 1. We gotta wait 72 hours in between placements. Next Monday we'll be pouring placement number 2, which starts at abutment 2 and works its way out towards pier 4. Then we kind of hopscotch. They give us placement number 3 and 4 towards the middle of the bridge, and then you work out from there, and it's kind of like a puzzle. We're looking at about 3 weeks of deck placements, and then you get in, there's curb placements, and then there's parapet, and then there's sidewalk. So just doing the deck isn't going to finish the bridge. There's other placements associated with that. And then this whole area here will get paved. About 12 foot wide for bicyclists and pedestrians. They'll be able to walk from here up to CCSU in Newington. We're really looking to be wrapped up with the station, the bridge, roadway, you name it, by the middle of October 2014. Then we'll turn it over to the state and they come in and start testing their systems. The end of May 2012 was the start date of the project, when we started clearing up in the station area. A couple of the projects on the busway itself. Got a lot going on at Yukon right now, Health Center in Farmington. But you name it, we're all over the place right now. We're erecting steel for the 6-bay arch, which is where the bus riders are gonna wait for the bus underneath the shelter, keep the rain and the wind off of them. And other minor things going on up there, some drainage, some curb. So I like this kind of project because you're seeing all kinds of different things. You got pavement, you got plumbing, electrical associated with the buildings, and it's very calculated, and we do pre-briefings before they lift anything. Everyone knows who's doing what and when it's gonna happen. And every morning we meet, we go through what the day's activities are gonna be, who needs what kind of personal protective equipment. Spell it out in the morning, that way there's no surprises. The deck has to be a certain thickness because it's all calculated with the weight. If you had too much concrete, that's extra weight that the engineer might not have calculated for. So it's really got to be spot on with everything. And that and the fact it's 640 feet from end to end. So you got to know your starting point and know your ending point and make sure it all comes together. A good camaraderie.